Hello, everyone. You're welcome to this year's Women Conference on the platform of the Winning Women International Fellowship. We present the annual conference for this year, 2021, and the theme is The Revealed Woman. We will be uncovering certain things that are not so open. We just uncover it and reveal to us as women, as ladies, as sisters, some things that we are able to do that we probably aren't doing because maybe we didn't know we could do them. But there is so much that's available, there's so much that we are able to do. And we've been doing this for over a decade because the Lord said to do that. I don't want to go into so much stories. There's a lot to pass across today. So you're welcome. Every woman who is here, you're welcome. From age 18 to age 81, you're welcome. Even from 14 to 94, you're welcome. And we don't care what status you have, whether economically or spiritually or maritally or, whatever it is, we don't care. All we care about is that as long as you are a woman, there is a place for you here. And our vision is to bring out the best in every woman. Like I said, we've been doing this for over a decade. We've done a lot of economic empowerment, spiritual empowerment, and of course, child welfare. Women and children go hand in hand. Whenever there are women, there are children. So we reach out to them, we pay school fees, we ensure that children are educated, we ensure that children are sheltered, we ensure that children are uh, fed. God has helped us to do a lot of things in that area. And I believe that the best is yet to come. We look forward to being able to bless children all over the globe. And yes, yes, we pray. We pray for children every day. And it's a whole lot of things. But there's this time that we come together for this conference, and this year is not an exception. It's a bit different than the usual. However, it's still packed with blessings that God has arranged for us. So I have with me today discussing a part of the whole thing that will be going on or going down during this conference. It's actually a 3-day conference. Today, October 1st, tomorrow, October 2nd, and then the next day, October 3rd. So today we are going to be talking about the vessel and its owner. As a woman, they say we are the weaker vessel. We're going to be talking about the vessel. What's about the vessel? What's about the packaging? What's about the body? How can we make the best of it? What do we have to do? What do we need to do differently? We glean from some things that some people have learned, and then we become the better version of us. Remember that our vision here is to bring out the best in every woman. It's a daily thing. We keep going on and on, getting better and better and better still. That is why it doesn't matter to us where you are now. We believe in you. We see you in us. I see me in you. When I see other women, I see me. I'm like, oh, that's another version of my gender. Maybe you are taller, maybe you are shorter, maybe you are wider, maybe you are slimmer, maybe you are more beautiful, maybe you are richer, maybe, whatever it is. I'm like, I just see me in people, other ladies, other women. And we must get to a point where, because you are secured in who you are, in God, God did not make a mistake making you a woman. You're secured. I don't wish that I was a man. I'm happy the way God has made me, and I'm ready to make the best of it. So when all those things are there, you don't have inferiority complex, nor do you have superiority complex. You just aspiring to be the best version of you. And as you are going on your way, you see you in other women and see how you can work with them, to be better There is no rivalry here. A woman is a woman. The female gender is one and the same. And we can work together. We can love one another. We can be the best that we are meant to be. So that's what this conference is about. This year is about the revealed woman. There's a better version of you in there that needs to be unlocked. And there is no better person to do it than you. And you know what helps? Information. Information. So I won't be saying so much. We're going to go right in now to discuss the vessel and its owner. The vessel and its owner with my guest, my fellow winning woman, Omowumi Gbamis, all the way from Abuja, Nigeria. She's a coach. Um, I won't say too much because you're going to be listening to her in a bit. And I want you to feel free to ask any question. Just type the questions there. Everything will be answered. And then you need consultation and all that. Feel free to reach out. Send us messages. Let us do this together. Let the best version of us all emerge. So come with me as we begin today's session. Okay, all right.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. You're welcome to this going to be exciting. I can tell you it's going to be exciting session of our women conference this year. Our theme is the revealed woman. And we know that every human being, whether you're a man or you're a woman, you are triune in nature. We are spirits, we have souls, and we live inside bodies. And it doesn't matter how spiritual you are, it doesn't matter how beautiful your soul is. If your body is not healthy, if your body is not able to contain your spirit and your soul, you will have to take your leave from here. And we are all here. And I believe that every woman, we have reasons for being here. Everyone born into this life has a purpose. And we are women of purpose. We are women that understand that our being here is beyond just being here to add to the number. We are here for a specific reason. And I'm glad to be here today with a purposeful woman, a woman of purpose. I've known her on like more than 5 years, and I've known her from a distance, even much more than I knew her when I was seeing her at a closer, range. And I can say one thing: she's been consistent. I can say one thing: she's living what she's preaching. And that to me is a big deal. I don't care what your name is. If you're saying something and you're doing something else, I have little or no regard for you. But when you're preaching something and you are living it, Bible talks in the book of Acts chapter 1, the things that Jesus began both to do and to teach. So it is what you have that you can give. I present to you today Coach Omo of Omo's Health and Wellness Limited, all the way from Abuja, Nigeria, who will.
I'm so glad to be here. I'm so happy to be here. So happy.
I'm glad you honored our invitation too.
Oh,
So the floor is open. It's all yours. Please, why do you do what you do?
hmm. That's a big question, and I really like that question. So I've never been the type to eat junks. I've never been the type to eat anyhow. But all the same, growing up, I didn't have any knowledge about the importance of eating healthy and all. It was just that I didn't have a sweet tooth. I didn't have this affinity for eating anyhow, and that kept me in a very, slender frame for a very long time, wherein I didn't have to bother about how I looked because I always looked good. But then, um, the year 2012, I got married, and then 3 months down the line, I was with a child, and the whole process, because I've never been big, I never knew or I never realized that I was packing on, some weight due to the pregnancy and all. So from 60 kg, I went all the way to 85 kg. It was some form of, huge discomfort, chest pain, back pain, finding it hard to do things I could do before. And then the most troublesome, finding the right clothing to wear, because all your life you've been a certain frame, and now you're thrusted into a frame that you do not understand, a frame that was alien to you. So, I've done a lot of trial and error because I've never been the type to eat junks and, just eat anyhow anyways. But then here I am, 85 kg, overweight and all. So that plunged me into some form of depression, It plunged me into some form of depression and even affected my relationship with my child, So it was some down period for me. Then come 2016, I'd gone to my daughter's school to celebrate her birthday. It was going to be her third birthday. So I, sought the assistance of my very good friend and colleague, Paul Akitunde, who is into multimedia, to come along with me so he could cover the whole surprise I'd planned for my girl. And by the time we went to the school, everything was fine. She was happy. It was beautiful. And by the time he would do the edit and all and send me the video, I saw myself and I couldn't believe who the frame, who it was that was doing all the activities in the video. It's just, and at that moment, I told myself, never again will I be this person. Because it was just it wasn't just me. It wasn't just me, my tummy, all out, my arm, it was, so I snapped out of whatever form of, would I say, not being intentional enough. Because I was trying before then, prior to that period, not that I wasn't trying, but, I was doing it all the wrong way. You know how you want to cut out carb from what you're eating, how you want to kind of sort of starve yourself, eat just small portions, and then that spirals out of control. You start binging again, just because it wasn't sustainable. So realizing that I wanted to be intentional now, that plunged me into some form of deep research. And I'm giving to research anyway. So I was on the internet 247 trying to see what was it I was doing wrong. What was it? Because it was a case of you putting everything you know how to do, putting everything on the table and still not seeing results. That could be really big, daunting. So I put myself all in the research, and while doing this research, I stumbled on something. I stumbled on some major discovery. I stumbled on gold, and that's healthy living.
All right.
Adopting a healthy lifestyle.
Awesome. So you got to the point where you're like, now this is my body. This vessel is mine. It belongs to me.
Yes.
I'm the owner of this thing. And then you became intentional.
Yes.
You took responsibility.
Yes.
Awesome.
And then,
okay.
And then there was another shaping experience. I'd gone for my yearly medical checkup, and my sugar level was borderline.
Hmm.
My sugar level was borderline, and I come from a family history of diabetes. My daddy died of complications from diabetes, and my mom died from complications of high blood pressure.
Oh my.
So it was like a jolt in my face that, come on, get up and
Gotta
get something.
focus.
You don't have to go the way your parents went. You can do something, because those were the things I discovered in my discovery. I mean, in my search. And then I saw that I found my life's purpose, and then I went ahead to school to learn more about it.
Awesome. Awesome. And so you've been doing this now for the past 5 years, 6 years?
Yes, yes. But professionally, I started my consultation and coaching 2019.
Okay, so that's like 2 years now. Okay,
Yes.
awesome. So as a coach, I know you've met with very different kinds of women,
Yes.
and we have come with different stories and all that. Can you tell us a
Yes.
few of them that really stand out, or that are common? The things that women say to you when they come to you and they're like, Coach Omo, mo fẹ́ lose weight, because Coach Omo, I want to be healthier. I want to adopt a healthy lifestyle. But this, but that. What are the things that have really, really, been very common that you've had to deal
Um.
with?
Yes. Mentality. Mentality. Most women want quick fixes. Most women want quick fixes. So when maybe they saw you do your stuff on Instagram, or maybe you spoke somewhere and all, they're all like, oh wow, let me come aboard. What can you do for me? So by the time they get to see that they have to put in the work, they're like, oh, I thought maybe you just give me some medication. So I'll give you just some medication or some concoction or some detoxes. And then by the time I take it, apple cider, lemon, by the
You
time
can
I,
say that
got
again.
all of those down, by the time I got all of
The
those
belly
down, then
fat will just be burnt off.
some fat shrinking would happen. So the number one challenge is quick fixes. They want to lose weight, but they do not want to put in the work. So if you want to tell me that medication, that drug that we use that will make me lose fat, then I'm all game. But if you want me to work out, to eat healthy, I'm not interested. Then another thing is misguided narratives. Too many misguided narratives out there about what healthy eating, healthy living is all about. So people come thinking you'll be eating only salad, just leaves and veggies. That means no comfort food. It's just a life confined to a bland and boring eating style. And that's so far from the truth. So far from the truth. So the misguided narratives and the quest for quick fixes. These two factors come to play often. It's so common. They are so common. These two factors.
Or are you saying that there are no quick fixes?
See, for it to be sustainable, whatever kind of lifestyle, remember it's lifestyle. Your style of living is unending. For whatever goal you have, either health, either for the aesthetics, you want to look good, you want to be in ideal weight, which is very important for health reasons, very important. If you go the route of quick fixes, it's not sustainable. So yes, you might get to lose the weight you want to lose. Maybe there's a medication you need to take, and actually there are actually natural supplements too. There are natural supplements that you can use that can fast track the process. But remember, do you want to be on such supplements all your life, or detoxes all your life? Do you know what the adverse effects will be? So why don't you just do the simple and basic stuff, which is eat healthy. And there are ways to do this so simple without having to cut out any macronutrient. Talking about carbs, protein, and fat here. It's just about eating right, according to your goal, and cooking right. Simple.
Eating right and cooking right.
Eating right, cooking right, and eating according to your goal. Because it's one thing for you to eat right. That means you're eating healthy. You can eat healthy and still pack on unwanted, fat. So one thing, you eat right, then you eat according to your goal, then you cook right. As simple as that. Of course, it could be broken down, but at least just the simple. And then number four that you shouldn't joke about, you need to make physical activity part of your daily routine. You can't take that out. You cannot, unless for medical reasons. And even for medical reasons, there would be modifications. You have to move your body. You have to.
Yeah. I don't want to go too far. I know you have your consultancy and that people come to pay a lot to get this, but on this show, you're going to give us some tips still.
Oh, yes.
Now, when you mentioned cooking right, I know that the worst form of cooking is frying. But many of us fry. We fry the dodo, we fry the chicken and all that. What do you have to say to that? Like you have said, it's all about moderation. We don't have to starve ourselves of any particular, food or something. So what do you have to say about that? Just a bit.
Okay, for the cooking right. For instance, the macronutrient fat is what we need. We need fat, but in small quantity. You need the right source of fat, then in small quantity. And for instance, for frying, when you fry, you expose yourself to unnecessary large consumption of fat, which is not ideal, which you don't need. And thanks to technology, we have so many other ways we can, get our food looking fried without being fried. You have air fryers and then you have ovens, just to get the right settings, and then they come out really crisp. They come out really, yummy, and you still enjoy your food. So number one, you do away with frying, do more of baking, air frying. You can grill, you can broil, you can boil as well. You can steam. All of these methods are, trust me, the methods you want to use for prepping your lean source of protein, animal protein. And for the oil as well, let me give you a shocker. A teaspoon of oil is 40 calories. A teaspoon of oil is 40 calories.
A teaspoon, not a tablespoon.
No, a tablespoon is 120. So you have that person
like 2 eggs, and we put
You understand? So those are little things you need to watch. Your consumption of oil, then your source of oil as well. Our saturated fats, trans fats, you want to do away with those. You want to concentrate on, mono unsaturated and poly unsaturated. You get that from avocado, from olive oil, from some of your nuts, which are very good, in moderation, still in moderation. When you're having your bread, you don't have to slap on the the thick paste of butter. You can, in fact, left to me, what are you doing with butter? Why not use your olive oil to just spray? The taste is so yummy. Your olive oil, your avocado, super yum.
Olive oil is not as tasty,
But you can make it tasty. That's one thing about healthy living that I really love. It gets you experimenting. Your olive oil, you crush in some garlic in there, you sprinkle in some black pepper. What else to take it to another level? You can even maybe sprinkle some olive oil, garlic, black pepper. That's a beautiful combination. And if you want to take it a notch higher, you can grind some either dill or any leaf with mint, and then you crush together, and that becomes a very good paste. Or you take it the dairy way, you add some some Greek yogurt in there, and then you have a dip, and you enjoy your bread.
Hmm.
Really.
So
So it
it's not
gets you.
it's not about cutting up the carbs. Like me ò ní jẹ
No.
carbohydrate more so that I can,
The thing with the carb is, you have the simple carb, which are, sources of simple sugar, and then you have the complex carb. So it's the complex carbs that you want to focus on now. And when we're talking about complex carbs, we're talking about carbs that are whole. You have the bran, the germ, and the endosperm intact. So, case in question, you want to do brown rice, you want to do oatmeal, you want to do bulgur, you want to do quinoa. Quinoa is actually a seed, but of course it acts like a grain, super yum. In Nigeria, you want to do gari, Ijebu gari, you understand? You want to do wheat, you understand? Not the processed one, the ones you get from those women in the market. Like I will go for wheat flour I'll get from my mother's in the market than the processed one from Dangote. Do you understand? So you want to go really whole. And another thing is your legumes. You don't want to see at least 3 times a week a family must consume legumes, beans, chickpea, lentil, black beans, red kidney beans. You don't joke. You don't joke. You shouldn't joke with this group. Legumes, oh my god, super sources of fiber, soluble, insoluble, very good for your gut, very good. They break down easily in during digestive process, and that's what you want. And then to promote the feeling of satisfaction of or being filled up, so there's no need for you reaching out for food when you're not really hungry, or there's no need for reaching out for food every now and again, because you get to be full for a very long time due to the breaking down process in
Okay.
your stomach. So
Okay.
that's it.
Asking for a friend. When it comes to snacking, I know some
Okay.
people who always would love to snack. They are studying late at night, they want to snack. They just like snacking. And we've learned that, but when
Mm.
you eat in between meals, you just pack the calories and all that. What do you have to
Yeah.
say?
The thing is, snacking itself is not bad. But now, how do you go about it? One, what do you snack on? What do you snack on? And then two, that's why it's always good to work with a certified nutritionist or health coach, or a dietitian, to know what your daily calorie allowance is. For every individual, you have your daily calorie allowance.
Okay.
So what happens is, when you eat beyond your daily calorie allowance, then the body takes what it needs for the moment for to sustain you for that period, and the rest is stored as fat. You understand? But if you eat within your calorie allowance, and that means there's balance. You understand? There's balance, and you're not packing on unwanted fat and all. So number one, understand what your calorie allowance is for the day. Then you can now plan your food according to your calorie allowance. For instance, if your calorie allowance is 1,800, then you know how to plan your food, even your snacks within the 1,800. You understand? So maybe you want to break your food into 5 small meals a day with two. That means 3 major meals and 2 snacks. You put
Okay.
all of those into consideration. Then you will now snack on the right things to snack on health. You have to be conscious of what you snack on. It has to be nutritious. It has to be healthy, and it has to be whole. I'll put it that way. Not that you snack on biscuits. Not that you snack on. Hey, I don't really
You are
know more
changing
about
it.
the junks. Meat pie, chips. So if you want to snack, you can snack on your sweet potato chips, the one you air fried with no oil or little oil. Maybe 100 gram of that, or 50 gram, depending on, like I said, your calorie allowance for the day. You can snack on plantain chips, the one you did yourself, air fried with little or no oil. You can snack on fruits. You combine fruits it's always good to combine carb and protein together. So rather than taking just apple, you might want to combine apple with any nut butter, either almond nut butter or cashew nut butter or peanut butter, the right amount. You can snack on, you can snack on baby carrots or carrots, celery. You can snack on the snacking options. So we have plenty of them, and you can do your own baking as well. You tweak whatever known recipe your own way. Like I have on my program, I have almost bandwidth banana cake. So I bake that. Yes, I bake that, and then I know it has no refined sugar, no refined flour, no butter. Just the right amount of healthy ingredients. So
Awesome.
I know exactly what I'm taking in. So that's it.
Awesome. So if one needs to get one's daily calorie intake, is that something that you offer?
Oh yes.
Awesome,
And funny, it's part of our program. It's part of our program, and actually the information is online as well. It's online as well. You can key in. I think there are online calculators like that, but of course that wouldn't still take away the place of a professional working with you. Because there are things you consider, and then the professional can guide you into building a beautiful and sustainable meal plan for you, and maybe coach you if you want for some period of time, and then let you now start running the course.
Okay. Okay. Just as we begin to round off this session, it's so interesting, and I know that there are many questions that are coming in. We will take the questions and we will reach out to everyone. We will do that. Okay. Now, I want to ask a question, asking for a friend. Every woman is my friend.
Anything for you, ma'am. Anything for you, ma'am.
Okay. So, are you saying that there is no one, no matter how extreme one has gotten to, there is no one who cannot be remedied?
No one. There's no one. Yes, there are people with certain health conditions. Even those two can be helped. Like if you have PCOS, please, you are not your DNA. You can change it. You're not your DNA. For instance, look at me. Diabetes runs in my family, but I've changed the course of my life. Hypertension runs in my family, and I've changed the course of my life with my lifestyle.
A healthy lifestyle.
Exactly, with my lifestyle. Do you know, I went for a medical checkup one time, and the medical practitioner was like, "Your blood is pure. Your blood doesn't have impurities." I say this with all humility. Your blood doesn't have impurities, and
it's actually
that's what we're talking about.
Yes, because this is God's plan for us, really. And everything that we need to live a healthy life is available.
Oh my goodness, everywhere.
Everything is available everywhere.
Everywhere. Everywhere. And especially if you're in Nigeria, I don't want to hear living healthy is
expensive
because it's so cheap here. It's so cheap. And please, people should change this notion, change this mentality that it's all about salad. No, it's not about salad. It's about the beautiful blend of macronutrients in their right proportion, cooked the right way, and then you move in your body. You do this repeatedly for the rest of your life, and you never have to worry about ailments. You never have to worry about unwanted fat. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. I lost the 25 kg. I started 2016 April. By the time I lost the first 9 kg, I wasn't even monitoring the scale. I didn't know I'd gone down so much. I didn't know that I'd hit my jackpot. It was comments from people like, Omo, you need to go maybe do some wardrobe change and all. I didn't even know because I was just so immersed in the process, the learning and unlearning, experimenting with my food choices and all. And before you know it, and since that time, since 2016 till now, I've maintained my weight.
You have been consistent, yes. That's why you're here. That is one of the reasons you are here
to starve myself, and for the people I've worked with as well, without having to. No, please, Run away from any weight loss program that preaches deprivation of any kind, extremism of any kind, canceling any food group. It's a no-no. You want to be on a weight loss program or a healthy, living design program that would practice sustainability, because that's the word, sustainability. And the journey is never perfect. Even I that I'm saying that I've maintained my kg, that doesn't mean it doesn't go up, it doesn't go down a little. Maybe I'm 60, I might be 62, 63, 60, then back to 60. So it's an undulating path, but you keep moving. It's a journey. Consistency remains the watchword here. So when you fall off the wagon, you get back on and you continue with the race, and you will be fine. You'll be fine.
Great. Thank you. So what do you have to offer to every woman who would want you to coach them, work with them on this journey?
Okay.
What comes to them because they are coming from the Winning Women platform? What are you offering?
Oh, anything spirit filled, purposeful woman. Coming from this conference, there'll be certain concession, and what my program is all about is called Whole and Lean. That means adopt almost healthy lifestyle and be lean. Be lean, be healthy, whole and lean. I have my 4 weeks program, I have my 8 weeks program, and I have my 12 weeks program. We don't cut any food group out. We practice and we promote insulin sensitivity, which is super important, and then how to balance your eating, how to incorporate, exercise. No strict regimen. It will be the exercise of your choice. I will just be there to be the sideline coach, cheering you up, being stand at you when you sleep, but of course cheering you up, supporting you all the way. And after my work with you is through, I want to believe by that time you'll be able to stand on both feet and continue with the race. So that's what it's all about.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach Omo. It's been
so happy
session, a very, very comforting and reassuring session as well. I'm sure every woman out there, and even the men, are not left out. We are good. We are very good like that. Hope is not lost. It doesn't matter how far north you've gone. The moment you are ready to adopt this healthy lifestyle, and you turn, you are facing south, and you are going to be just fine, as the
absolutely
has said. Okay, all right. So we're waiting for you. Just get in touch with us, and we're going to hook you up. All the questions, keep them coming. They will all be answered. Thank you for being part of this. It's been wonderful. We are glad to be here. We are glad to have you here. And we look forward to seeing a healthier you. All right. Okay. All right. Coach Omo, one more word before you go as we round off.
Okay.
Just one word for all our people.
Okay, from me, remember, patience is a virtue. It took you years to pack on the unwanted fat, so it won't go up automatically. Patience is a virtue. Patience. Stay committed to the process. Take it one step at a time. Don't challenge yourself. And another thing, please, when you decide to commit to the process, let it come from the place of love, self-love, not from the place of condemnation. Not that I hate my body. It's a place of I love my body so much, and that's why I want to feed it well, and that's why I want to nourish it well, so it can serve me optimally, so that I can be able to fulfill my life's purpose. That's it.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, so let's say bye-bye to our people. Love you. Bye now.
Bye.
And that is it. That is it on today's session. I know that you have been encouraged. Everybody can do this. And like she has said, there's going to be a concession for everyone that is registering with her or consulting with her from this platform. She's going to give us a very good cut. So what are you waiting for? Let the better version of you be revealed already Okay, and you can do this. All right, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And so we will meet again tomorrow, the same time, and then we'll be talking about another aspect, another session that has to do with fruitfulness. Woman, but you are fruitful. That's going to be a revelation again tomorrow. See you then. Blessings.